everyone, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. It's lovely to have you here, hope you're all well. Today is a beautiful day. I thought to bring Stripe out for a walk early, that's why I'm a bit puffed and a bit flushed. And we've been playing and now he's a bit tired. There he is. He's had a really good walk. We've done circular this morning and he's a happy pup. So yeah, we're going to head back to the house. We're just on our way back up to the field gate and I'm going to get some breakfast and then I'm going to go and fix the gate on the oil tank and I'm going to go and finish making my raised beds in the first part of the victory garden. I've decided to move the hens and I'll show you where they're going to be going. Just a sec. Come on. You come in. Come on. So I'm just going to get my way home, get my dog. He's lagging behind because he's tired, and we'll see you when we get home. So these are the banana skins that I dry of my husband's, and they're very nearly dry. Put them on and they start off like this and then they end up all nice and brittle so that they snap. And these are the eggshells that I dry. I just made a warming shelf, just a little shelf with a bit of gauze on above my wood stove, and I'm going to dry these out and start giving them back to the chickens. So we'll take them over to the blender. Right, so I've put my eggshells in and I've just got a Ninja bullet blender and I'm just going to squash them down. You can do this by hand, but I prefer to get a powder. It's much easier to put in with my chicken feed. Put the lid on. So this is my blender. I've got a Ninja blender. And I've squashed my eggshells down as you've just seen, and I'm just going to pop that on. Now if you don't have chickens, you can use this on your plants to give your plants a boost in the spring and through the growing season. Pop it on your roses. If you've got roses, pop it on your vegetables, particularly round brassicas. I would put it round brassicas because they're quite high in calcium. And then this is my jar, stuff I started back last year. But we don't eat that many eggs in this house, especially with doing the rations challenge. And also particularly my hens have been off lay, so it does have an eggy smell. It's not a very pleasant smell, but you're not supposed to sniff it. So I'll pop that in there. And that's that. So basically you do the same with the banana skins, which I shall show you. But that's full that now, so that's ready to go to the chickens and be used on the chickens. Right, I'll just get the banana skins. Now, I did get a question as to whether you could use this in food. Now, I suppose you could. It's still, there's nothing wrong with it, but I wouldn't. It's not. I wouldn't think that it would be very nice because it's quite gritty. But if you can get it to a nice fine pulp, then do feel free to do so. But no, I didn't like the look of it last time. I've been using it on my roses and it's given them a good boost. I'm just breaking it up small enough so as it will go in the blender. And you could put them above a fire, hang them up on a piece of string above a fire, hang them up in the window. You just want to be able to dry them out so that they grind up. Even the hard bit on the top will grind. Oh, I dropped one. Now the jar's outside in the garden, so I'll have to find another jar. And just squash it down. Make sure it's shut because you don't want it flying off in the blender. Right, put that back on. Now, these two things are particularly good because they have lots of vitamins in them still. I mean, the skins of things, there you go, look, it's quite ground, it's a bit of a powder, but the skins of things still hold just a lot of vitamins and minerals, just like the food does. It just seems a shame to throw it away. And okay, it might go in the compost heap, but why not just put it directly back onto your plants? So, as I say, I've been using the potassium, the banana skins on my roses, and they seem very happy with it. But I'm also going to use it around the vegetables in the winter, in the summer, sorry, and around my fruit bushes. And this one, the eggshells, is loaded with calcium and all sorts of goodness for the chickens. So they can use that as a grit. I can put it in their food bowl and it'll act like a grit. So it'll be good for their eggshells as well, because this will go back in to the eggshell production of the chickens. So I could use it around the flowers, but I think, it's going to be of more use to my chickens than it's going to be to my flowers. So potassium, banana skins for the garden, calcium, eggshells for the chickens. Right, okay, this is the Victory Garden. This is going to be the new section of garden that I've been calling the Victory Garden for ages. I started it about 2 years ago, but as you can see, with one thing and another, it's just never got finished. So I've been clearing. I've cleared this big patch here, and I've cut my way through down there. This is going to be where the new greenhouse is going. It's going to be called a Willipini, and it's going to grow into the bank here and have a sloping roof on it as well. And I'm going to grow tomatoes and things in there. Now we have got a drain over there, so I do need to clear this so that we can keep access to our drain. And I'm also going to put a little patio area there because that gets the last of the sunshine of the day in summer. And yeah, I'm plodding along, but as I say, there's a lot of bramble in here and it really needs to be cleared properly. So I have been doing a bit at a time, but I think if I can get on with my seeds, get my seeds growing, this can kind of take on a life of its own later once the seeds are all ready to go in. So I'm not really in too much of a rush. I've got a couple of weeks, I think, to get it finished. The screen, by the way, is because we have cows in this field. And when Stripe first came, there was a bull as well. And I wanted to distract the dog and the cows away from each other. So I put the screen up for while my plants are growing. So once my plants are tall enough, I'm hoping that the screen's going to encourage the plants to grow taller. And then I'll have a nice secluded patch where the cows won't see the dog. So yeah, so this is an apricot. It hasn't really done anything. I think it's died, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The dog's very interested in all the holes around the place at the moment. Right, let's get into the other part of the garden. Just shut the door. Right. So along here, to any of you long-term viewers, you will have seen this before. You come in, Stripe, come on. This is going to be the wall where I grow all my fruit. Right along here. to write down there to where that green screen is. It's just going to be fruit trees, climbing fruit, whatever I can find. This is a dual plum tree. It has a Victoria plum and opal. I've got one on the yard as well. In fact, I think I've got two. This is a dual apple tree, and I've got another dual apple tree to go in as well. I think this one's Golden Delicious and Granny Smith, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. And then this here I'm thinking of making into my herb bed. I have got a comfrey there, just here, and I'm thinking of moving that because it's far too big. And just having this as my herb bed and putting a load of herbs in it. I've moved my raspberries, and my raspberries are in these boxes now along here so that they can't spread. And yeah, I've got yellow raspberries and the ordinary red raspberries. What's this here? Oh, I've got a thornless blackberry there as well to go in. And I've got a thornless blackberry growing over this arch here. I thought that was a good way of growing them. I got this arch off Temu last year. It's on offer. And I've grown my thornless blackberry up it because I just think it's a good use of space. So yeah, so that's that. I've also got a rose. This is Gertrude Jekyll on this side here. Right, let's have a look in the veg garden. So down here, got clematis here. I'm thinking of trying to do some carrots in there to see how they get on. And I've also got these two boxes on the side here. I've got Angelica in here that self-seeded itself last year. So that needs to come out and find a new home in the garden. But they're doing really well. Look at these. They've survived the winter. So I've got about 4 or 5 there. I do like them. They're a great screen, good cover crop. And then I've got another box here. I tried growing carrots in them last year, but I think I'll try again this year. I might try the parsnips. Might be a good use for the parsnips, mightn't it? Right. Got another Belfast sink I can use as well. That is the pathway that's going to take us down into the Victory Garden and to the new patio. This is where my herbs are at the moment, but I want to use that space there for my courgettes and squash. See how that gets on. And then along here, this is the veg garden. Where the chickens are, that's Jerusalem artichokes that need to be taken out and re-sown. And then these are the raised beds that I've done. The weather put play to my plans, but I've done these two now. My phone switched off for some reason. Yeah, this is my chicken tractor that I changed into a vegetable bed. So I thought if I use some of that square gauge wire that I've got Avery mesh along the bottom, that might stop things digging in, and the same here as well. And then I've got a couple of tyres to use as well, but I'm not sure about using them here. I might use them by the polytunnel because it looks a bit unsightly. And then I'm going to build another 1, 2, 3 raised beds, maybe 4 here, and then that'll give me 6. And then I've got these ones here along the front. I have got a mountain of strawberry plants that I'm thinking of digging some out and making planters and putting it on the yard to grow them in to get them out the grass. And I've got this space here. Now, I quite like this as grass, but I know it's a veg garden, isn't it? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to leave it to go back to grass for now. It was where the greenhouse was here that got finished off by a storm a couple of years ago. And then I did do 2 raised beds as well, and I didn't like that either. It just looked horrible because I like to sit at that bench in the summer and have my breakfast. So I'm thinking of just leaving this here so I can sit on the grass and have somewhere to sit. Now this mess here is the fruit cage. I've been cutting the trees. I've been cutting the hornbeam tree. So all this has come off the hornbeam tree and is going to be used for making arches like the one there, which takes you to the secret garden that I did last year and the year before. So I need to get all this bramble out of here and try and rescue the fruit bushes and see what I've got, see what's died I mean, Gordon would be turning in his grave if he saw the state of this place now. It's just a mess. But I'll get there. I will get there. But anyway, the first job I need to get done is get these finished, my raised beds finished, which I think I'm going to do with the rest of the day today. We'll see how we get on. The chickens seem happy. They found my rhubarb for me. I wondered where the rhubarb had gone. And that's over there. So yeah, there's a lot to do. So if you're just starting your victory garden, I know the lady at, is it Carolyn or Caroline at the 1940s experiment? I know she's just doing a dig for victory garden, and I know she's got a lot to work to do. So I feel a bit better about mine. But I've got no excuse because I've had mine for 6 years. But with not being well, it's just got a bit of a mess. Right. So yeah, that is my garden at the moment. It's a bit disheartening sometimes when I look at it and see the mess, but it'll get there. It will get there. I've got great plans for this year. I'm full of energy, and I'm hoping to get it all done before everything needs planting. So I think what I'm going to do this year is, you were encouraged to grow vegetables with flowers in the war and put the vegetables in your flower beds, because at the beginning of the war people just dug up their rose beds and their flower beds just with the enthusiasm of trying to do their bit for the Dig for Victory campaign. People were burning rose bushes and things like that, and then they turned around after about a year and said, no, 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 you can grow your vegetables in your flower beds. So I think what I might do is things like French beans and climbing beans and runner beans and things like that. I think I might try growing them in the borders and on the arches that I'm building, because it might just be a really good use of space and a really good way of growing more than what I can grow in the vegetable garden. I mean, I can grow a lot in this garden, in this part of the garden here, but it would be great to think that I can get things growing in the flower borders like they did during the war. And I do have fruit trees and fruit bushes up in the flower borders as well. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe I could do my vegetables in my flower borders and do like kale along the front, things like that. I don't think cauliflowers would work in it, but we could give it a try. We could give it a try. So yeah, I'm very hopeful, and I'm going to go and get on and try and get a couple more raised beds done today, and see where I go from there. So I was going to make us artichoke soup, but I've just been digging up my artichokes, and that measly amount is all the mice have left me. So they're starting to sprout, so I'm going to put these in. I might cut them in half, because you only need a small bit and they start growing again. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make the artichoke soup. I'm not going to sacrifice them, because I want to keep them going, because these were Gordon's. So we'll have to make another soup. But that's life, isn't it? That's what life's like, and with a vegetable garden, the critters come along and they eat it for you. But it's raining outside, so I've just decided to come back in the polytunnel and maybe do some more seeds. So I think I'm going to do some peas, and I'm going to do my brassicas as well, because they need to go in now. And then next week I can concentrate on doing my courgettes and marrows and things. And then I think I'm pretty much there for what I want to grow this year. I need to do my salad crops, but I want to do them in here in the soil. So I'll be happy with that. Sorry, the dog's up to something. Just a sec. He's chucking his ball around the place. Anywho, I thought I'd come out and do some seeds. So I'm just going to get my seeds together and see what I'm going to grow. Need to do cauliflowers, need to do broccoli, need to do kale, because I love kale, and I need to do a bit more spinach as well. That spinach is getting ready to be potted on soon. So I'm hoping that's going to be able to go into the ground soon. Parsnips still haven't come up, but I'm going to try them in the boxes outside the polytunnel. Got some of those old fish boxes, you know, the polystyrene things. So I think I might do them in there. But yeah, that's just what it's like here during the day. You come out and plan one thing, and then the critters have had something and you can't do it. So I'm just going to get my seed tins out and then we'll have a look. So I don't know how you all store your seeds, but I have them in this big metal drum here that can seal and keep all the wildlife out. But I'm wondering whether I need a filing system. Please comment in the comment section below as to how you lot keep your seeds. Because I could do with some new ideas, really. I'll just push you back a bit. That's a bit better, isn't it? Right, so we're going to have a look at what we can grow. But yeah, I don't think my system works because I can never find what I'm looking for. Right, was this that Chinese cabbage? It's May, June, July Chinese cabbage. I need to do some carrots, which I haven't started yet. I've got this bag of radish. I've got some lettuce that needs doing. The golden ball turnips, they don't need doing until July, June, July, August, it says on them. Ah, this is what I'm looking for, cauliflower. Cauliflower seeds here. I've got all year round, all year round, all year round, snowball. Now the good thing about the snowball variety, I don't know whether you know this, but they used to do in Thompson and Morgan a variety that you could grow as a baby vegetable for a limited space. If you buy yourself a packet of snowball cauliflower seeds from Lidl, 29p, as opposed to like 1.99 or 2.99 for a fancy packet. You can just grow any cauliflower small. You don't need to buy the petite things. I do have seeds in here, you know, that go back onto the time when I had the, yeah, August 2009. Don't think they're going to grow, are they? Oh, and I want to try this one, the Romantico as well. And I know it says sow in April, but I think I'm going to do them early so I can get a slightly early crop. So yeah, they're the cauliflowers that I'm going to do today. Excuse the noise of the chickens. They got up late and they're grumpy. Cabbage as well. I'm going to do some cabbages. I've got loads of seeds here. I need to start using them. Now, I love these cabbages because you can do them and grow them through the summer and harvest them. You can sow them in the summer and you can sow them in the spring, and you can harvest them at 2 times of the year. So if I sow these now, I can harvest them between September and November. If I sow them again outdoors in June, July or August, I can then harvest them in the early spring, February to May. So I'm going to grow them definitely. I've got red cabbage. I love red cabbage. I love making sauerkraut with red cabbage. It goes pink. So I'm going to do that definitely. I've got the green one, the ball cabbage, the same. And Durham early. They're a good wartime variety, Durham early. And you can sow them July to August, and you get them again as a spring cabbage. So I don't need to do them right now. So yeah, I've got a few cabbages I can do. Now I'm thinking of planting them out in the flower beds. I know it sounds daft, but they take up such a lot of space that I think they'll do well in the flower beds. If I just dig a bit of a hole, put some compost in, put them in. I think if I can put big enough plants in, the crazy chickens will leave them alone. I keep seeing Striped Whitetail walking past the side of the polytunnel. What else have we got here? I've done cucumber. I've got my courgettes. Now they can be done outside April, May, June. So I might try sowing them. I've got a courgette here that can be sown in March. So I think I might have a go with that. I've got Brussels sprouts. I want to do Brussels sprouts. I've got more spinach, carrots, chard. I like chard, so I might do a bit more of that. Turnips and swedes. purple top Milan. Now they're nice turnips, aren't they? And I've got the white snowball as well. Oh yeah, we can do them March, April. So I'll do some turnip. I'll put those courgettes to one side for a minute. I'm just going to focus on my brassicas today. More sprouts, courgettes, onions. Like I say, I've got tons of things. Oh, I've got a packet of broad beans there. I was looking for some broad beans the other day. French beans, runner beans, cannellini beans. Now, I was having a discussion with someone the other day as to whether you can grow them in this country, and apparently you can. And these ones can be sown out in March. So I won't do them today, but I will do some. Just not today. Peas. I don't have to do everything today, do I? Carrots, winter squash, chicory and peas. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I did have kale. Don't know where my kale's gone. Is it in this tin here? Got rocket, beetroot. I was going to do rocket as well, because I can still sow that indoors up until August. Oh, great. I've got lettuce. What happened to all my kale seeds? I'll have to find them. I did have a box. Got seeds everywhere in this place, you know. Had some really nice organic ones as well. I've got sweet corn here. Oh, I've got more leeks, more cauliflower, melon, radish, courgette, spinach, cannellini drying beans. Yeah, I need to have a look and find my kale, but I've got enough to be going on with there. So I'm going to get stuck into them. And I'm going to take Stripe for a walk. So I'll take you with me to take Stripe for a walk. Yeah, so that's that. The seeds and everything are coming on quite nicely now. My potatoes are getting ready to go in. What date are we today? 10th. Usually try and plant them on Paddy's Day, which is the 17th. It's either the 15th or the 17th. That's the day all the allotment holders all used to go out and force with their spades in one hand and a bag of potatoes in the other. Every year, all the old chaps, all the cloth cap chaps, come up to the allotment and a spade in one hand, bag of spuds in the other, and go and sow their potatoes. Only the earlies, mind you. You don't do the main crop until April, but you just felt like you were getting on with something. Do you know, I came out before and it was absolutely flipping freezing. Believe how cold it feels today. Got another bag of lettuce there. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to go and take Stripe out now we've had a look through that. And I'll come back and do the seeds later on because I need to go in and get on with the tea. I'll make me parsnip pie and not make my artichoke soup because of the silly mice eating my artichokes. So I think I'll make potato and leek soup instead. And that'll sort us out for the rest of the week, won't it? Right, I'm going to walk Stripe and then I'll see you back at home in a bit. Better? Right, so just had my tea and it's the end of the day and it's going to be dark in about half an hour. It's 6 o'clock, so dark's going to come quite quickly. But I've been tidying the polytunnel and I found one of these raised beds. I forgot I had it. Bought it last year. Well, actually, it's 2 raised beds. And I thought, do you know, it's going to be ideal, isn't it, for the Victory Garden? So that's going to go out down that side. And that's going to be in the new part of the garden, what I'm calling the Victory Garden. That side is Gordon's garden, and that side is the Victory Garden. It's all for growing vegetables, but it's just got different names. So yeah, this is the sides, and it's got a curved side on it as well. So it's a bit like a zoob shape to an oblong with corners, a rectangle with corners, rounded corners. So I'm pleased I found them. I completely forgot. I think the bolts are in the garage. But yeah, so there's my raised beds now for the new part of the garden. So as I say, I've been tidying the polytunnel, and I've got one. I found one of those window propagators with the proper little tubs and the lid. I've got another one of these in the garage, but I've also got these black ones as well. Two of them haven't got holes in, one of them has. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I might just put some little pots in these ones. Maybe I could put these in. Yeah, there you go. They'll go in there nicely. And then pop the propagator lids over the top. So that's what I'm going to do with them. Right, I need to mix up some more compost. Well, I'll just chuck that in there for now. That's better, isn't it? I just thought I'd come out before it goes dark and get some seeds done. I've had my tea and I've come out and I'm going to do some cauliflower and some turnip and some sprouts. So I'm going to do purple top melon, white snowball. Oh, I've got golden ball there. Maybe I could do them as well. 2 lots of white globe. And then I've got kohlrabi. I've got the red and the green. So I'll do them. The white and the green. The white and the red, sorry. That's too early for these. I've got some celeriac. I wonder whether they'll work. Do you know, I never get any joy with celeriac. But, do you know, every year I have a go and see if I can do it. So maybe if I do it early enough, they might work better, mightn't they? And I'm sprouting everything indoors, and then once it's sprouted, I'm bringing it out. So it's getting a nice even temperature for sprouting, and then it comes back outside and goes in my little plastic greenhouse for a bit, and then it goes on the side. So I think I'm going to get another one of those little plastic greenhouses because they'll be handy for when I've done my greenhouse at the side here. My Willopini, we're going to get on with that before the end of the month. I bought the wood. So, do you know what? Everything's just going up in price, isn't it? It's just really difficult to keep on top of things. And I've got Swede as well. So for now, I think I'm going to do white, kohlrabi and red in this tub. I've just filled one of these up. And I've got, is it perlite in there? Or vermiculite? Perlite, the white one. Right, do you know, I can't get into these flipping seed packets. The nighttime gods are against me. Do you know, I thought we were back past winter. But it's lambing season, isn't it? So I don't think we are. Oh, you don't get many in there, do you? I'm going to do the whole lot because you don't get many. Right, so that's all them. And I'll do the red in the same pot, but I'll do half and half. Oh, I'm having terrible trouble with these seed packets. Oh, there's a few more in there. I'll get 2 lots out of that. I'm thinking if I do a good amount, I can freeze them. Right, so that's the red and the green. Or white. In there. Just need a little bit of compost on the top. And a label. Kohlrabi red. There we are. There's a label. Where did I put my pens? Tidied up and moved everything and I can't find it now. Kohlrabi white. So I've got red and I've got white. Okay. So they can now go in the house. So yeah, I just thought I'd come out and do that. I'm going to go in a bit. I'm going to say goodbye. Just cover in my seed and then I can get watered in and go in. take it in with me then, can't I? Keep the pesky mice out. Right, so that's that one. So I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm going to go in. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and I'm going to see you in the next video. So if you have enjoyed my video and hanging out with me today, do like and subscribe. Do hit that bell. That'll tell you when I upload new videos. And do hype this video if you get the chance. And I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your week and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now. Bye bye.